Welcome. Happy Tuesday on this June 1st, 2021. This is Derek Demore with Futures Demore and Futures Networks Live. We're going to look at opening bell, the three markets, and look at our end of day predictions and see how we did. Here are the bullet points for the day. As you can see, we have it laid out. The back-tested call was for a long going up, and we had just had a move 20 minutes prior that was a pretty solid move in the two upper markets and not much in the Russell. So I was a little bit more encouraged about the Russell, but poor position to go long. We already had our run. Limit order side, I decided to put limit orders in and with very short stops. And this is what happened. We got stopped out in all three markets pretty quickly. So Russell and NASDAQ got stopped out, and then we look like we might have a chance. And in the NASDAQ, but it came down first and stopped us out, and then it turned around. So that would have been a nice move. We actually, market-wise, I did have an entry back at this peak. It's 13,748.75, and it would have filled for 24, but I have to go at market, so we lost all three. And on the limit order side, I can show you that here were our entries, the 10 period on the Russell, and then just right at market almost, because the S&P had actually busted above the 725 high, and the NASDAQ hadn't. So I had very short stops here, and this is kind of what happened because of the just the way Jeff Brown talked about the market potentially going both directions. I took some points on here, raised, put my stop at +1 and got stopped out. So I made 12 and 1 on this, made our money currency units on the S&P, and then I had to wait until 10:20 or something. Was getting a little worried there. Probably should have taken some contracts because I was in at 88, and it went down to 80, so 8 points, but it ended up filling right here. So that was good. All right, let's see end of day. So this is the one that I actually hit this goes back to Friday close, and then thought it might, run up end of day, but it didn't. It decided to pull back and hang out, and that's fine. And then Sunday we had a low, and it tested the 4190, and then we tested again last night. So now the big decision is, where do we end up? And I kind of went through where I think 4180 and 4224. So there is my final call on these, and we'll go to the NASDAQ later. So this one still has 13,650 as the support. You can see that that's where we've been. We've tried it a few times, and we noticed that it tested the pivot point in the 10-day. So that's a good sign. We're currently green. So outside of the channel, looks like it's rounding to go short. So we're really in this range, the bottom end at 13.6, the top end at 737. We needed to close above the 737, and I'll show you where I have my predictions. All right, there we go, 13.5 and 13.838. Now onto the Russell, and then our totals, and we're done. So again, this one we kind of split the uprights. The other two we pretty much hit. We had a pullback, but stayed in the channel. Basically 2260 is now the support. We really needed to close above where it is right now, which I see, and I'd actually done this earlier. So, I mean, it was a lot less bullish at this point, but so 2270 or 2307, and I'll show you where those are. All right, so here's the end of day for the Russell, and we will move on to the end of day totals and how we finished. So for whatever reason, I can't save these into Ninja, so I'm just doing it here. Our market entries, we lost all three, -21, -138 currency units. Our limit orders, we won all three. One was modified, so we ended up with 23.5 points, 202 currency units. And that's a good day. Hopefully we can get our market back on track tomorrow and make some positive points. Thanks for being with Futures Demore. Futures Networks Live, making positive points for breakfast and becoming better and more successful traders. Have a great day.